Where are we going, Peyton? Am I about to get whacked?
Whacked? What are you talking about?
Come on. I watch The Sopranos. You don't wander to a place like this in Jersey to hunt for truffles. This is where you drop the bodies off.
Look, Herm, nobody's getting whacked, okay? This is ESPN Plus. No violence, Jersey-based or otherwise.
Well, that's a relief. I thought you were still a little bit bitter about the 2002 playoff game.
Throw it left. The ball is intercepted. This has been an absolute embarrassment.
You don't want to show your face anywhere when you get done with this one.
No, I'm not bitter about that at all.
You sure?
41-0, no, I've gotten over it.
If this isn't a hit, what are we doing here?
This is the best place to get to the bottom of one of the most important events in football history. Herm, will you help me relive the miracle at the Meadowlands?
That depends. Do you believe in miracles?
10 seconds to go. 24-23 Saints. We need a Minneapolis miracle.
Do you believe in miracles? I do, at least when it comes to impossible last-second NFL victories.
Caught by Diggs. Oh, it got loose. Oh, my God. No way. Ah! Touchdown. What a miracle finish.
Well, the Cowboys need a miracle.
How else to explain Staubach's Hail Mary?
Roger, he's going long. Drew Gerson makes the catch at the 5. Touchdown. Once you believe it.
The immaculate reception?
And there's a collision. That's caught out of the air. The ball is pulled in by Franco Harris. Harris is going for a touchdown.
Or the Music City miracle?
Fly check, throws it across the field to Dyson. He's got something. 20, 10. He's got it. Touchdown Titans. It's a miracle.
One of football's most profound miracles took place in the Jersey Swamp, and Herman Edwards made it happen.
Under 30 seconds left in the game. From here on in, Pizarchik can just fall on the football, and there is nothing the Eagles can do. Pizarchik fumbles the football. It's picked up by Herman Edwards. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe what has occurred here, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about miracles, folks, as the Eagles beat the Giants 19-17 before a shock crowd at the Meadowlands.
We're 60 miles away from the Meadowlands. What does this place have to do with it?
The real Giant Stadium got whacked. This is the next best thing.
I don't need any insurance.
Don, actually, I'm not selling insurance. My brother Eli told me that you have Giant Stadium in your garage. Is this true?
Yeah, it is. I would never build a vet in there.
Well, can we see it?
Well, did you have to bring Herman Edwards? That's like putting salt on a wound.
But I'm Eli's brother. Can we get in?
Yeah, I guess so. Come on in.
Herm, you're about to witness a miracle of its own, one of football's greatest shrines.
Wow, that is a Giant Stadium.
Giants Stadium, actually. It's almost as big as the real thing.
How big is it?
16 feet long. You know, it took almost 1,000 workers 4 years, Herm, to build Giant Stadium. It took Don 2 years, and he built it by hand, all 60,000 seats. I mean, 60,000 seats, one bathroom, yet no line.
This is unbelievable.
For all its majesty, old Giant Stadium was shrouded in mystery. Legend has it Jimmy Hoffa, the former president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, was buried in the stadium's west end zone.
You think Don buried anything in this thing, in like a gerbil or something?
I don't know. I feel like we're in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, and he didn't have to share it with the Jets.
Herm, now join me on a trolley ride to a time when Giant Stadium was the crown jewel of the NFL, and a play changed football forever. November the 19th, 1978.
Good afternoon from Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. A beautiful November day.
When Herm and his Eagles headed up the turnpike to take on the rival Giants, they didn't set out to perform a miracle. They hoped to position themselves for a playoff run.
Herm, did you believe in miracles before the miracle at the Meadowlands?
I don't know miracles, I believe in luck. And I think luck is something that you work at. When you work hard, every once in a while you get a bounce to come your way.
But the bounces were going Big Blue's way.
Intercepted by the Giants. The ball is picked up by Otis McKinney. And now, with 1:23 left to play, they look like they can run the game out.
How hopeless did things look for the Eagles? I mean, I know you play to win the game.
Hello? You play to win the game.
That didn't seem very likely that day.
No, it did not.
We thank our CBS crew here at Giant Stadium as the clock winds out on the Philadelphia Eagles.
I shook Doug Kodar's hand. Congratulated him. Said, look, we're going to play him again down in Philly.
Now they go into a tight formation very close to Pizarczyk.
Prior to that play, they actually took somewhat of a knee.
He's not giving a risk a handoff.
And so there was a skirmish that broke out.
And the guys start to mix it up.
Poise, poise, poise.
Back then, you couldn't take a true knee,
you just
right?
kind of stood around and waited until the officials
Kind
came
of fell
in, right?
down.
Yeah.
Was it kind of an unwritten rule that you weren't supposed to hit the quarterback while he was on the ground?
Well, look, this is the Giants and the Eagles. This is the NFC East.
Got it.
You see searching on the ground, but LeMaster just keeps coming.
The Eagles were very aggressive after Joe, and so we called it would be a 65, which is just a fullback buck into the line.
Who are we to question John McVay, the grandfather of Sean McVay, who later won 5 Super Bowls as personnel director with the 49ers?
They were in a huddle for a long time, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it shouldn't take that long, right?
What's happening here?
Besides, the Giants had Larry Zonka, the sure-handed fullback who carried the Dolphins to 2 Super Bowl titles.
A late interception by the Giants. They'll preserve a Giant victory. Wait a minute. Here's a free fly. I don't believe it. The Eagles pick it up, and Herman Edwards runs it in for a touchdown. An incredible development. A fumble. This is the most astounding development. This is unbelievable.
Couldn't believe it. Everybody's hooping and hollering.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe what has occurred here, ladies and gentlemen.
And most coaches back in the day when I was coming up, they said, don't try to pick up the fumble, fall on the ball.
Yeah, cradle it, yeah.
I ain't cradle nothing. I'm taking this to the house.
Zonka and Pizarczyk missed the connection.
He just loses the snap, doesn't get it, and who's right there? Herman Edwards picks it up on the dead run and goes in for a touchdown.
Did you consider that you were actually stepping on top of Jimmy Hoffa there, buried in that end zone?
Maybe that's why I jumped. I wanted to make sure I didn't step on somebody, right?
There's only one way to break down a play as electrifying as the miracle at the Meadowlands: electric football.
We didn't play it on video games when I was growing up. This is how you played it, right? And the guys just all over the place.
I thought I was Steph out there. I mean, look at these guys. All right, so tell me what happened.
The ball was on the 29. They're actually coming our way, and I'm on the right side over here. And
you're talking.
I'm talking to Doug Kodar, the play before. We're shaking hands, and they line up, and I see the ball being bobbled from the snap. Timing's all messed up.
I mean, if Pizarczyk could actually move his hands, he probably could have gotten a cleaner handoff, but these figurines are kind of restricted. Where's Zonka?
It hit off his hip, and he turns around, and it's a little too late.
I mean, this wouldn't have happened to Miami Zonka. This is only the late Zonka, right? That could have used a yoga routine, by the way.
I see the ball. Kodar wasn't blocking me because I think he thought they were going to take a knee.
After you shook his hand, he's like, I'm not blocking anymore.
We're good, right? And so I go around Kodar, and I'm thinking in my brain, I said, if I can get it on the first bounce, I got a shot at this, right? It was a good bounce. I mean, it was a perfect bounce. I could see Joe's reaching out for it. Joe almost gets it, but it hits that one bounce, and I get it on the hop.
And Pizarczyk fumbles the football. It's picked up by Herman Edwards. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. I don't believe it. Talk about miracles, folks.
Thanks to the miracle at the Meadowlands, the NFL made the kneel down a legal play in 1987.
Red, right, Z behind victory, the greatest play in football.
Most people call it the victory formation. I mean, are you a little hurt? Should it be called the The Herm Edwards formation?
No,
Herm Edwards victory formation?
We know what it stands for, and I laugh when I see it. And every time I have to introduce it to our football team about taking the victory formation, I get to show them the tape. When you play DB, you can be on the bad side of some highlight tapes.
Right.
I was on the good side of it.
Absolutely.
With the play.
I do not believe this one, but it has happened.
Herm, this has been fun. You've been a model guest. Thanks for helping me understand how you worked a miracle and changed football forever. Let's get a selfie on three. Let's go victory formation on three. 1, 2, 3. Victory formation.